channel TechITInsights. Today I'm going to discuss about the Jenkins. What is the use of Jenkins and how to use the Jenkins CI/CD pipelines creation. First I will give the overview of the Jenkins. Next I will go for the how to set up installation in your locals. It's a open source platform. Okay. Next I will show you one of the pipeline how to create simple pipeline demo project here. See the content of here meet the Jenkins. Inside the Jenkins I will show you the installation and start, and the fourth point is secure and configure, and fourth is pipeline, fifth is pipeline creation, and the ending of the plugins I will show you, and the last we can see above the all here. And the first one is Jenkins. What is a Jenkins? It's a automation your build and test the deployment of the open source in the automation of the server, and it is a open source where you can add your plugins automate of the server. The continuous integration and continuous delivery, it will be open source. We can use this Jenkins exactly. So why teams choose this Jenkins? The point of here, it has the automatic repeated task we can make it, and the fasten feedback and improve the collaboration in between with the dev and operation QA, and reduce the manual error when you're doing the deployment task. These are the main choose the Jenkins perspective. The Jenkins architecture point of view, it's a orchestration all the job pipelines, agents all the execution remotely and automatically. We can plugins for extension. First we need have, it's a open source as I told you. It has Windows, we can install like Windows Server plugin independently, and it has we can portable with these Docker image. If you see the start the Jenkins, use this command as net start Jenkins Windows. First of all I will show you the access of the URL of localhost, and Jenkins restart the admin password. We can use the UA based, and the Jenkins secure point of view enabling the true configuration file. I will show you the real-time example how we have to set up here, and authorization we can define. First we can pipeline creation, where we can do the pipeline creation perspective, the agent stage of build and test and deploy, and we can do plugins Git, Docker, Jenkins and Blue Ocean and Marvin, and we can do extension. Basically here everyday Jenkins commands to be used Java file, where you can do the installation first, and then but we need to familiar with the few commands. Start the Jenkins and see current status of the Jenkins query, where you can run the command prompt with this few Jenkins commands. Use the Jenkins up to date best practice you need to follow, and use the pipelines to update and backup your Jenkins home directories, and it's to be very strong the HTTPS strong authentication secure with here. And the first I would like to tell here, it has the automate of CI/CD, powerful and extensible and secure and scalable purpose we are using. So I will show you how to create a pipeline and then explore the containerization. Keep learning here. Let's go to the Jenkins page, where we can show here. It has go to the Jenkins installer Windows, download that. Once you download it, you can open, and then you try to install the in your Windows localhost. Okay, After that, you can first check the versions, how it is a Java version here. Then you can has to start here. If you see the pipelines here, I will show you how to, once the installation is done. Let's see. Once you download here, once you install the Jenkins, go to the program files, and where you can see the Jenkins in the Jenkins config XML, which I told you in the PDF in the theoretical concept here. If you go here, config file, where you can see the Jenkins config file, and it has open source free. You can try it for your local. If you see that it is secure, so this parameter is true, it is set to true. And then if you see the parameters, another parameter, credential, go to the credentials here. Here username and the scope of the user secure is false. These are the very parameter you need to be set, and always these are the parameters where we have to config XML. And then you can use the log wherever, if you see the tracking with the Jenkins logs, you have to can find here. And the plugins, it has support as a Dockers and GitHub and the JSON, whatever the pipelines you have created, that has everything workflows where your jobs automation, everything, you will be plugins here, you can make it here. Now once you install the here, first check the Java version before installing. Then you see the Java version 21 or 17. With this Java version, it will support. Then you can use the command which I given the how to start with the Jenkins commands here. Net start Jenkins. With this, once you started the Jenkins, then automatically it will, you can open the local host when you once you install the software of the Jenkins. Once you start the Jenkins, then you can use the Java, after that local host, which is you run your command here, then it will redirect with this local host. So here you can see the in your local host 8080, which you had second time install here, and then you can use the first use your user ID password, and then you can log in with Jenkins localhost. This is the Jenkins where you can use the your localhost Jenkins. So here you can see you can create a new item, and if you see the profiles, if you want to change your theme and view the darkness, and then you can put profile. And if you see here the creation of the how we are to start, you can see what are the options here, and then you can go to the preferences and secured credentials, your account information, and you can see the builds. You can create your pipelines. I created here, if you see this one of the create. Okay, see, if you see that if you want to delete this pipeline, you can delete the pipeline. So first you can go here, how to create a new one, new item, new job. You can see select the pipelines, and we can have another options like freestyle project, and then pipelines, multi-configure project, and folder if you want his. And if you are an organization perspective, you can use the organization folder here. So if you are this is for the test of the pipeline creation, simple. So you can keep here, it's already, if it exists, then create here your pipelines, and you can keep it from the copy of the you want to create here. If you see here, then put your description, then you can mention the GitHub project or pipeline, the project parameters, add the parameter if you want, and you can use the remote here, and you can use the sample pipelines here. You can use the try for the sample one, hello world, and these are the sample pipeline where you can use the scripted pipelines where you have, and then if you want to see the simple pipeline hello world, you can create here, put just mark pipeline, and then apply here, save. So this is the, once you created the pipeline, if you can go here, we can go to the pipelines creations once. You can see the build is ready, and when you're running it's showing here. Where you can see the config file, again triggers, pipelines, and advanced where you want to see. Let's go for the, you can see the number of pipelines if you created here, and then you can go here, click that name of the pipeline. You can see the last build successfully, and you can see the waiting for the job lines. You can edit the building blocks information here. You can see the console output, what are the has been included with this successfully deployed or not, and then you can see the pipeline overview as well. You can see the number of history of Jenkins which I created, and you can see the all the Jenkins which I created here, and then we can see the preferences where you can put here preferences, and we can see this is a simple where we can create your plugins here, and my view perspective where you can see the all the pipelines you created here. If you see that, go to the website of the Jenkins documents where it is mentioned here. So you can see the pipelines. If you want to go through this pipeline creation, where it has given the pipeline creation build, and where you can see multi-pipeline creation. These are the pipeline code where you can build your Jenkins files. We can place it, and the perspective if you want to try in your local with Jenkins, build a pipeline overview, you can see, and the build overview of the logs here. And then if we one more, and here one more thing here, you can support the plugins here, and you can see the managing the Jenkins, and you can go through the with this here. It has been given very detail wise Jenkins pipeline creation, and if you can see the sample one, how to create a fundamental of the declarative section where pipeline creation, and then you can try it in your local, in your in the login with the local host, and then you can create your pipelines here. Thank you guys. So overall, I will give the Jenkins here, where developer has to familiar with the GitHub or GitLabs. Then you can use the Jenkins perspective. Jenkins are build, test, or deploy, and the and we can use the production of the from dev to UAT and UAT to production branch. Where what is a Jenkins? It's a open source, as I told you, and we have it will support the plugins where and we can integrate with the when we are familiar with the DevOps, the automation of the tools. You should be familiar with that, the Jenkins pipeline if you are using. Thank you guys. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.